Welcome back, Seth Bling here. Today Mojang released the 13w38a snapshot, and it's got some cool stuff. Not too much in it, but what is in it I think is pretty cool. So you can look around at my surroundings. This is my test world. Now right here I've got a map of what's around me. You can recognize this from over there, and it's pretty cool because you probably noticed that it's a lot bigger than a map used to be. It used to be a map was tiny inside of an item frame. That's because this is actually 4 different maps. If I go ahead and pop this off, you can see it's actually in an item frame. So if I put it back, so all of these are just item frames. So whenever you put a map in an item frame, now it expands to fill the entire space. So you can put maps next to each other, which is really cool. This is not a very good example just because everything around here is pretty much made out of stone and stuff. You can see a little bit of water in the corner, but on the other side of this wall, I've got a pretty cool example where I've used image to map to put a bunch of maps next to each other, and so I can make a full scale image on a wall. I can make it any size I want. It could be a lot bigger than this. This is a 1024 by 768 image that I scaled down by a factor of 2. I just found from a Google search, but very, very cool potential there, I think, for map makers and of course also for survival, being able to map out your area and all that. So there are some other changes to the Minecraft rendering system which you may have noticed. They're kind of subtle. If you look off in the distance, you may be able to see that it looks a little weird on the horizon with this flat terrain. I think that's kind of strange. There's new options in the video settings. There's anisotropic filtering, there's post-processing, there's mip-map, and I think this render distance is also new up here, and you can set how many chunks. I can set it to 2 if I want, and not going to be able to see very far. I think I might actually be similar to what very short was before, but yeah, it goes up higher than I think it was before. 16, I believe, is higher than it was before. The default was 12 for me. Maybe I'm wrong. But there's some other cool stuff beyond that. Now the stuff that is there is supposed to decrease the noisiness, although to me it looks like it's actually increasing the noisiness, especially on the horizon. I'm not really sure, but okay, so they updated this super secret settings button, and it's pretty cool. So I'm just going to play around with this for a bit. Okay, so right now, okay, I hit that, not much has changed. If I hit it again, oh my goodness, it's like some specular shader or something that changes. Oh man, there's a lot of these actually. Press it again, it looks actually pretty similar. So press it again. Completely different. Here we've got like a black and white line drawing or cell shading or something. I'm not really familiar with all the terms for shaders. Okay, looks like we're not quite back to normal. I'm not sure what exactly. Things look a little bit more higher contrast here. Press it again. We got this like RGB shading or something around the edges of things. I think it's like separating out the RG and B components and slightly offsetting them. It looks kind of like when you have anaglyph with magenta and cyan or whatever. Press it again. We have upside down mode. This is really confusing to play around with. Press it again. Okay, I think this inverts the colors. That's what it looks like to me. Press it again. This one, I actually like this one a lot. It's like a monitor with scan lines and everything. You might not be able to tell at the resolution that the video is at, but it has scan lines. Okay, then this one, again, it's kind of similar to the line drawing one, but it's in color. There's a lot of these. Okay, this one is just trippy. This is like, imagine having the nausea effect with this. It like blurs the frames together. Very trippy. You used to get this effect on old CRT monitors too. Press it again, back to a different CRT style thing. Actually, it looks the same to me, but I'm not sure. Something might be different. Press it again. We have I like this one a lot. This is like Yeah, line detection. This reminds me a lot of a line detection algorithm. Basically takes the differential between the neighboring pixels. Okay. And then there's like a low resolution thing here. If your Minecraft wasn't 8-bit enough. I think this is just black and white. No, there's color there. I can see green and yellow. We're on to like creeper vision. There's so many of these. This is just blurring, I guess. So these are all just different shaders. I think Minecraft might be supporting different... Oh my god, it's LSD mode. Awesome. I think Minecraft might be supporting shaders now. Or maybe in the future. Keep going through these. There's still more of them. I just want to go through them all in this video. This is another, like, cell shading. That one looks like cell shading to me. It looks very cartoony. It reminds me of like Wind Waker. Moving on. Okay, this one is again a little bit blurry. Oh, I think this is like a depth of field one, maybe? I'm not sure. It looks like stuff that's close by isn't blurry, but stuff farther away is. Okay, and then I think we're back to normal. So that was quite the trip. I'm looking over on my Skype chat as I make the video, and it says Dinnerbone's talking about basically they're a test for the shader system, so they're going to be more relevant and controllable in the future, and I think they're going to be part of resource packs too. So really cool stuff. I don't know what all is going to happen with those, but I'm looking forward to seeing some really cool effects with that. I really like some of the creeper vision and LSD modes and stuff. I feel like I still have a shader on. Maybe not. No, I think the bar on the side is what indicates that there's a shader. Except I don't see a shader now. Oh, I think this is different than anything maybe not. I'm not sure. It might just randomly go through them. Anyway, you can play around with it for yourself. I'm just gonna keep going. I want to turn it off. Alright, yeah, I think it's off. I think it's off now. Anyway, that's I think about all there is for the snapshot. I think they also went into updating a lot of the code and rewriting a lot of code for support for this stuff. So I'm guessing we'll see more graphical type updates in the future. But definitely the beginnings of some cool stuff here. Yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching.